Welcome to this lecture. We continue with the idea of friction, some concepts related to friction, and in this lecture we will talk about the behavior of a body on a frictional incline. इस फ्रिक्शनल इंक्लाइन पर आने से पहले इमेजिन कि हमारे पास एक ऑब्जेक्ट है. इस ऑब्जेक्ट को हमने अर्थ के ग्रेविटेशनल फील्ड में ड्रॉप किया तो क्या होगा? दिस ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ मास m विल बी एक्सपीरियंसिंग ए फोर्स जिसका वेट है दैट इज mg, और इट विल बी द external force on it. So this is external force on it. If you calculate acceleration which is caused, that acceleration will be the ratio of external force and mass m of the object, and that is equal to g. तो ये हमारे लिए एक बड़ी कॉमन सिचुएशन है जिसको हम स्टेट ऑफ फ्री फॉल कहते हैं. So in the state of free fall, an object will fall down towards earth from a certain height, और उसका acceleration g होगा. That g is dependent on factors like altitude, latitude, earth's rotation. उन factors के साथ जो भी उस g की value उस जगह पर है जहां पर object गिर रहा है, that will be the acceleration. Now instead of having a state of vertical fall, हम इसी ऑब्जेक्ट को एक सरफेस पर डाल देते हैं. तो ये एक इंक्लाइंड सरफेस है जिसका एंगल ऑफ इंक्लिनेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू ग्राउंड, सो ये हमारा ग्राउंड है अगेन द हॉरिजॉन्टल, और इसका एंगल ऑफ इंक्लिनेशन है थीटा. ऑन दिस इंक्लाइन व्हेन आई प्लेस द ब्लॉक और द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ मास m, एक वेट एक्ट करेगा डाउनवर्ड्स. दैट वेट एज यूजुअल एज बिफोर इज mg, और इस mg वेट की प्रेजेंस में अब ऑब्जेक्ट कहां की तरफ फॉल करेगा दैट वी कैन सी. तो मैं एज यूजुअल एक कार्टेशियन प्लेन यहां इरेक्ट कर रहा हूं एट इट्स सेंटर ऑफ मास. ये है कार्टेशियन प्लेन. सो दिस इज x एक्सिस, दिस इज y एक्सिस. सो फॉर दिस डीलिंग दिस इज x डैश, दिस इज y डैश. आई फाइंड कि जो ये एंगल है, द एंगल विच mg subtends with the vertical is theta. This we have proved, and मैं इसको रिजॉल्व कर सकता हूं दो फोर्सेस में. One of the components along this direction would be mg cos theta, another in this direction would be mg sin theta. If there is no friction, so there is no friction between the incline and the body, what happens? What happens is that this mg sin theta will be an unbalanced force acting in this direction. That means down the incline or in the vertical direction, जो mg cos theta है, it will be balanced by normal reaction r. तो हम एक इक्वेशन लिख सकते हैं इस ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए कि जो r है, this r, that is the normal reaction, becomes equal to mg cos theta, और जो mg sin theta है, it will be now an unbalanced force which I call as the F net that will act on this body, and this will be mg sin theta. And in this direction, जिस डायरेक्शन में mg sin theta act करता है, इस डायरेक्शन में एक एक्सेलरेशन होगी. And how we determine acceleration? As per Newton's second law, acceleration is equal to force acting per unit mass. So in this case, जो a net है, that is net acceleration experienced by this mass, will be equal to F net divided by m. M is mass of the object. F net is equal to mg sin theta divided by m. M is mass of the object. So m gets cancelled out. We have a net equal to g sin theta. What I see is कि जो ये sin theta है, this sin theta will be a number which is greater than 0 or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. So taking the values of sin theta, which will be except for the value 1, it will be usually a value like से 0.7, 0.5, 0.6, we expect कि अब जो net acceleration है, that net acceleration will be except for the value that theta becomes equal to 90 degree. When theta 90 degree होगा, that time sine 90 degree is 1, so we find that net acceleration is now going to be less than g. तो आप इसको अब ये समझ सकते हैं कि on a frictionless incline, the body will still fall down, it will move down the incline, but its acceleration will not be equal to the value of g at that place. If the value of g at a given place is 9.8 meter per second square, it is going to move down the incline, change the velocity, increase the velocity, the way you find children sliding down an incline in a play field, exactly the same thing, but the value of g will not be, or the value of net acceleration will not be equal to 9.8, it will be lesser than 9.8, क्योंकि जो थीटा की वैल्यू है, नॉर्मली हम देखते हैं कि जो एक चिल्ड्रन पार्क में एक स्लाइड होता है, उसका एंगल 40, 50, 60 इस डिग्रीज में इतना हो सकता है. So normally the value of acceleration down the incline, if it is frictionless, will be less than g. So that is the. Now we bring in the friction. Let's bring in the friction. और friction के साथ साथ what becomes significant is something जिसको हमने angle of repose कहा. So when I bring in the friction, तो मैं यही diagram redraw कर रहा हूँ. I have now a value of theta here. I have a block here. This block has a weight mg which is acting downwards. I have a Cartesian plane जो मैंने यहाँ पर erect किया है. So this angle is theta. This is mg cos theta. This is mg sin theta. And here we have a force of friction F जो यहाँ की तरफ act करेगा, because जो force of friction है, it opposes the motion, or it is against the relative motion. So this force of friction which is acting in the opposite direction to mg is going to change the situation. अब यहाँ अगर थीटा की वैल्यू अल्फा से कम है. Now what is this alpha? Alpha is angle of repose. And what is this angle of repose? Angle of repose is that angle at which the sliding will take place. The motion down the plane will take place. What I can say is कि अगर इन दो bodies के बीच में coefficient of friction mu है, so you have seen already that mu is equal to tan of alpha, tan of angle of repose, or alpha is equal to tan inverse of mu. So अगर मैं ये कहूँ कि I have a surface which is a wooden block sliding on a wooden surface, say wood on wood, and at a normal room temperature, I take roughly the value of coefficient of friction between wood and wood as 0.4. So I tell you कि ये एक wooden block, एक wooden incline पर slide कर रहा है. आप ऐसा जज करेंगे कि you will take tan inverse of 0.4. तो आपको जो आपका ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक का टेबल है या साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर है, वो आपको एक वैल्यू देता है. Say that value is here 30 degree or 20 degree or 40 degree. उस वैल्यू तक अगर इंक्लाइन है, that means 10 degree, 15 degree, मान लो मुझे 30 डिग्री की वैल्यू मिली. अगर ये 15, 20, 25, 27 डिग्री तक जाता है इंक्लाइन, there will be no sliding down. Sliding down will begin at exactly the value of 30 degree. Up within that range, if theta is now less than alpha, what is going to happen? This block is going to remain static. So we repeat the demonstration कि ये जो block है, ये कुछ इस तरह से static रहेगा. So I have a glass slab with me, I have a wooden surface with me. So this will be the situation. That means जब तक एक खास value angle of repose की value नहीं मिलती है, तब तक ये body इस पर surface पर move नहीं करेगी. So I have a block like this which is inclined, or there's an incline which has a block on it and the block is not moving. अब इस सिचुएशन में आप कह सकते हैं कि this is a static equilibrium, the block will be at rest and there will be a certain force which will be acting on the block. How much will be that force? That force जो उस पर net force act कर रहा है, that net force is mg sin theta minus f. So you can agree with me कि force की direction downwards है mg sin theta minus force of friction. That will be the force which will be acting. Or else अगर अब ये force of friction इसको exceed कर रहा है, this force of friction at the time जो force of friction हम calculate करते हैं, तो वो force of friction that will be given by, अब force of friction कहाँ से हम निकालें? The force of friction in this case will be given by mu r. और what's r here? R की जो value है, that r is equal to mg cos theta. So it will be mu mg cos theta. तो आप ये कह सकते हो कि जो net force है, that will be mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta. थीटा की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कीजिए, मास ऑफ ब्लॉक आपके पास है एट दैट प्लेस जहां आप एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म कर रहे हो, जी की वैल्यू आपके पास है, जो म्यू की वैल्यू है, दैट वैल्यू ऑफ म्यू विल डिपेंड ऑन द नेचर ऑफ दीज सरफेसेस एंड द टेम्परेचर और द सरफेस इंप्योरिटीज प्रेजेंट ऑन देम. वो सब चीजें मिला के जो म्यू की वैल्यू आपको मिलती है, यू कैन कैलकुलेट व्हाट विल बी द नेट फोर्स. दैट नेट फोर्स यू कैन डिटरमाइन. नाउ थिंक दैट यू हैव टच्ड द वैल्यू ऑफ theta and you have now made theta equal to alpha. So this is now equal to angle of repose, alpha. So I have here alpha, I have here alpha, I have here alpha. How the situation is going to change? अब देखिए case 2 हमारा ये बनता है that value of theta is now equal to, so theta is equal to alpha. What's alpha? Angle of repose, angle of repose. How the situation is going to change? The situation is going to change is कि अब जो mg sin alpha है, it is going to become nearly equal to f and there is now a relation like this कि जो f net हम ये कहते हैं that f net is equal to mg sin alpha minus force of friction. This f is force of friction f. This will become कि अगर आपका जो value of alpha है वो angle of repose के just equal है, I can say that mg sin alpha becomes just equal to f. जब ये दो forces आपस में equal बने, what will be f net? F net is equal to 0. Don't think कि net force का 0 होने का मतलब ये है कि body will be always at rest. जब net force 0 है, there is a possibility कि body is moving down the incline without acceleration. So if I say that f net is equal to 0, which means a net will be equal to 0. So this body will have now a certain velocity down the plane, and that certain velocity down the plane will be a constant velocity. So there is possibility that the body has just started sliding down. Now I come to another situation. So I'll say that velocity down the incline is constant in this case. When this velocity down the incline becomes constant, the net acceleration down the incline is 0. But you have crossed this barrier. आपने इस point को cross कर लिया है. ये point जो जहाँ पर motion start होती है, इस point को आपने cross कर लिया है. You are already into the state of the kinetic friction. So you are already into this state. That means the friction which is active between the two surfaces is kinetic friction. We can go to another situation now. The situation now is कि जो ये हमारा third case है, जो theta की value है, जो inclination है theta, it is greater than alpha. तो मैं अभी आपके पास एक ब्लॉक फिर से दिखा रहा हूं. The same situation I am repeating कि अभी तक हमने पहले इसकी बात की. Once the body is placed on the incline and this angle theta is less than angle of repose. फिर हमने angle of repose पर इसको लाया. Now this angle of repose. Now I am exceeding the angle of repose. The moment I exceed the angle of repose and I make a body to fall down the incline where the inclination is greater than the angle of repose, we will expect कि जो आपके पास अब equation बनेगी, that equation will be like this, that once theta is greater than alpha, the inclination is greater than angle of repose, we expect that mg sine alpha will be greater than force of friction. Once this becomes now greater than force of friction, तो मैं अब उस थीटा की बात कर रहा हूं जो एंगल ऑफ रिपोज से ज्यादा है. So I replace here the value of, तो फिर से मैं एक ऐसी सिचुएशन की बात कर रहा हूं अगर ये अल्फा है. Now let me put a value of theta which is greater than angle of repose. This block as such जो इस सरफेस पर हमने रखा है, ये इसका mg है, ये इसका mg cos theta है, ये इसका mg sin theta है. This is mg sin theta. So this mg sin theta, where theta is greater than alpha, will be greater than the force of friction, and you will see a situation like this. अब देखें जो हमारे पास mg sin theta है, which is greater than f, we had f net equal to mg sin theta minus f. So you will see now that f net is greater than 0. There's a net force which is going to cause acceleration of the block down the plane, और मैं f net को ऐसे भी लिख सकता हूं, I can write as m into a net is equal to, so m into a net is equal to mg sin theta minus, so what will be force of friction? Force of friction F is equal to mu r. What is r in this case? R continues to be this, so this is r equal to mg cos theta equal to mg cos theta. मैं इस r की बात कर रहा हूं, so this is r here, that is this angle is theta, so it will be mg cos theta. Here it is mg cos theta. इसी डायग्राम की repetition with some change of symbols, तो mg cos theta will be minus mu mg cos theta. Next, if I divide both sides with m, so I have cancellation of m and m, I get a net equal to, so this becomes g, common between these two, sin theta minus mu cos theta. तो ये आपके पास acceleration बना when the value of theta exceeds angle of repose alpha. You have a net acceleration down the plane, and it is g into sin theta minus mu cos theta. If I take a special case that there is no friction, let me take a case of no friction. When no friction is there, mu becomes equal to 0. I have a net equal to g into sin theta, because once this term becomes equal to 0, so this becomes g into sin theta, and this is how we began this discussion. हमने एक incline की बात की which is frictionless. On that frictionless incline, the value of net acceleration would be equal to g sin theta. That is how we proceed. और अगर ये frictional हुआ, then you will definitely have some value of mu which will be existing between the two surfaces. So while starting or solving problems on this, you will have to take consideration of these two factors, and kindly, before you answer a question, sometimes very good conceptual questions are framed on this, you must first find out is theta greater than alpha or no. ये जो discussion है, this will be applicable if theta is greater than alpha. We will take up another case where we find now that a body is being pulled up the incline such that incline has a friction, or it is a frictional surface. Now we take up the case of a body on an incline and it is being applied a force so that it moves up the incline. हमारे पास जो incline है वो एक frictional surface है, so I call it as a frictional surface like this. ये इसका angle of inclination है theta. ये हमारे पास एक block है. This block has a mass m, it has a weight mg which is going to act in this direction, so this is mg. और as usual हम यहाँ पर एक Cartesian plane erect करेंगे. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, so here is the x-axis. On this y-axis we can think of the component of this mg, that is mg cos theta. We can think of the component in this direction. तो ये हमारे पास mg cos theta है. This is mg sin theta. So I have mg sin theta, and here in the vertical direction ये r है normal reaction. what is going to happen now, यहां पर हम एक force apply करेंगे which will be a force applied in this direction. So this is the applied force. Now this applied force is going to invoke a situation. इस situation को आप समझ लें. अगर जिस बॉडी को हम एक फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम में you can forget about the details of the mass. You consider only the forces acting on the mass. So these are the forces acting on the mass. तो imagine कि अगर applied force present होता और applied force इसकी motion cause कर रहा है या applied force में tendency है motion cause करने की, what would be the direction of friction? So here we go to the intrinsic property of friction कि ये relative motion को oppose करने की बात करता है, and that will bring us to the concept कि जो force of friction है वो यहाँ इस direction में act करेगा, because the body is tending to move upwards. The force of friction will be opposing its relative motion. जो इसकी motion है उसको oppose करेगा. I can write an equation like this कि जो अब ये दो forces हैं mg sin theta और f, they are acting in one direction और f applied in the opposite direction. अगर इस डायरेक्शन में x y एक्सिस पर अगर इक्विलिब्रियम है, सो दिस इज y डैश, तो ये है y डैश, दिस इज y. इस डायरेक्शन में जो r है इट इज इक्वल टू mg cos थीटा, देयर इज इक्विलिब्रियम. लेकिन इस डायरेक्शन में जो x एक्सिस है इस पर अगर हमें नेट फोर्स निकालना है कि हाउ मच इज द नेट फोर्स, माय आंसर विल बी दिस. सो यू विल एग्री कि जो नेट फोर्स है दैट विल बी f अप्लाइड माइनस तो ये जो mg साइन थीटा और फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन है, mg साइन थीटा और फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, ये दोनों इस f अप्लाइड के अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में एक्ट करते हैं. सो वी फाइंड द नेट फोर्स बाय एडिंग दीज टू एंड सबट्रैक्टिंग देम फ्रॉम f अप्लाइड, एंड दिस f net will be now determined like this. ये f net का डेफिनेशन है और यू कैन से कि जो f की वैल्यू है, इस f की वैल्यू that would be equal to mu mg cos theta. What is significant now is कि here we are not interested in talking about the angle of repose, क्योंकि angle of repose का रोल तब आता है when body is being dragged by mg sin theta downwards, whether the force of friction is there or it's a frictionless incline. So that will be determining कि जो net acceleration है body पर वो कितनी है. But in the present case we are not interested to find out that whether theta is less than angle of repose or greater than angle of repose. अब जो ये force है, this net force, this can also give us a net acceleration. How? By giving you a situation, आपको एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व में सिचुएशन दी जाएगी जहां पर F अप्लाइड आपको मालूम है, आपके पास मास ऑफ द बॉडी है, एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी है, इंक्लाइन जो है, इस इंक्लाइन का वैल्यू ऑफ थीटा जो है वो है, और आपके पास कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन है. आप इन सब पैरामीटर्स की वैल्यू को मिला के निकाल सकते हैं कि व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ नेट फोर्स. यहां एक केस कई बार सिंपल हो जाता है that if the value of F applied is just equal to mg sin theta plus force of friction, or if F applied is equal to mg sin theta plus F force of friction, मैं mu mg cos theta लिख रहा हूं. So I have m into g को भी मैं कॉमन ले सकता हूं. So I can take mg as common. I have sin theta plus, so mg मैंने कॉमन लिया है, mu cos theta. अगर ऐसा हुआ कि F applied is just equal to mg into sin theta plus mu cos theta, you will agree with me that in that situation this F net will become zero. तो अगर ऐसा होता है, if this happens, what is going to happen? That F net is going to be equal to zero, which implies that A net is going to be equal to zero, which means that body will rise up the plane. ये body ऊपर की तरफ जाएगी, but its acceleration will be 0. That means body moves up the plane, up the incline without acceleration. Without acceleration. What do you mean without acceleration? The body will move up the incline with a constant velocity. So without acceleration means constant velocity. So remember that ये चीज अब इन पैरामीटर से डिसाइड होगी कि आप कितना अप्लाइड फोर्स लगा रहे हैं, म्यू की वैल्यू कितनी है, एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी की वैल्यू कितनी है, मास ऑफ द बॉडी कितना है और थीटा की वैल्यू कितनी है. So be careful about this situation or this situation can further be taken up. अब आगे अगर हम बढ़ते हैं that if F applied is greater than, so अगर ऐसा हो कि जो F applied की वैल्यू है that is greater than the value of M, say F applied is greater than mg sin theta plus F, or F applied is greater than mg sin theta plus mu mg cos theta. So what is going to happen here? What is going to happen here is the body will move up the incline with acceleration. क्योंकि अब इसका acceleration 0 नहीं होगा. So body will move up the incline with acceleration. What do you mean by with acceleration? Velocity is going to increase. Velocity is not going to remain constant. So in that situation, you can think of a concept which we will later take up, that is work also. Work के केस में we have to determine the product of force and displacement. So this thing is going to be of help in determining the work or change in kinetic energy in such situations, which become significant in number of applications. We have a question. The question is like this, that why or is it easier for a person to push a body on the surface of earth or pull it? Think of a lawn roller. So it's a body whose cross-section is a circle. So there is a center of mass. We are applying a force. Either we push it, so pushing would mean this is push. तो मैं इसको y-axis मानता हूँ, इसको मैं x-axis मानता हूँ. तो यहाँ एक force F act करता है, that is going to be a force of push, and I can equally imagine that there is a roller. This is another roller where instead of pushing, so ये इसका y-axis है, ये x-axis है, we are pulling it. So this is F, which is pull. This is F, which is push. और जो lawn roller है, it is standing on the ground, which is frictional. तो ये जो surface है, this is the ground. There is a coefficient of friction, which is a frictional surface. So this is ground. We can make a very simple calculation to arrive on the fact. पहली चीज आपको ये याद रखनी है कि force of friction is the product of coefficient of friction and R is normal reaction. मान लें कि जो ये हमारा push है, this push we can pull it, इसको हम आगे से इस लाइन को आगे हम प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. So this is the direction of force F. Or I can think of, say, this angle which it is subtending, if it is equal to theta, so this angle. So what I have now with this, that if I think of this force, the force which we have represented along this line, तो मैं इस force को resolve करता हूँ दो components में. तो इसका जो ये component है, this component and this component, so this component will be F cos theta and this component will be F sin theta. जो ये body है, इसका ये center of mass है, वहाँ पर mg weight act कर रहा है. So this is mg. और यहाँ पर at this point, at the point of contact, there is a normal reaction R. So this is normal reaction R. I can calculate in this case, force of friction, which is equal to म्यू टाइम्स आर। अब आर कैसे निकालेंगे? यू कैन सी कि जो ये फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम है इसमें आर की वैल्यू एम जी प्लस एफ साइन थीटा है। सो आर की वैल्यू एम जी प्लस एफ साइन थीटा है। सो आई हैव फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन इक्वल टू म्यू टाइम्स आर की जगह एम जी प्लस एफ साइन थीटा। हम क्वालिटेटिवली इसको अप्रिशिएट करने की कोशिश करते हैं। वी आर नॉट गिविंग वैल्यूज टू थीटा, वी आर नॉट गिविंग वैल्यू टू जी, लीव इट एज सच। अब इधर चले, यहां पर पुश नहीं एक पुल है। लेट्स से कि जिस एंगल पर हम पुल कर रहे हैं वो एंगल वही है जिस पर हम पुश कर रहे थे, और फोर्स का मैग्नीट्यूड भी उतना ही है जिस फोर्स से हम इसको पुल कर रहे हैं। सो अगेन इफ आई गो फॉर द नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, I have mg, we resolve this force, that is pull, into two components. ये इसका एक component है, this would be f cos theta. ये इसका दूसरा component है in this direction, so this would be equal to f sin theta. So you will agree with me कि this time r plus f sin theta is equal to mg. So r becomes equal to mg minus f sin theta, force of friction, which is equal to mu times r, would be equal to mu times, so this would be equal to mu times r is equal to mg minus f sin theta. You can compare these two equations now. So the force of friction, here I indicate that this is for push, and here I indicate that this is for pull. तो आप देखेंगे म्यू म्यू एम जी यहाँ एम जी में आप ऐड कर रहे हैं एफ साइन थीटा, यहाँ एम जी में से आप एफ साइन थीटा सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं. We have not changed the values of f and theta. We have continued to have the same value of f and theta. That makes कि जो ये force है, the force of pull will be lesser. जो force of friction है, in presence of pull would be lesser than the force of friction in case of push. So I can say that force of friction, small f, for pull is less than the force of friction for push. Now which process you find easier? जहाँ force of friction कम हो, जो resistance to motion वो कम है, you will find it easier to pull a body than to push it. That's how you see the people who drag carts sometimes on the road, or they drag a lawnmower, they will find it easier to pull than to push the body. We have talked about coefficient of friction in this case. A very relevant question which sometimes is asked. Question is, can coefficient of friction be negative? A positive coefficient of friction means जब हम force of friction को represent करते हैं with an equation like this, it means that if I write coefficient of friction as the ratio of force and normal reaction, so as the normal reaction increases, the force of friction increases. So this is the normal law. As normal reaction increases, force of friction increases. So this is, ये story है एक positive coefficient of friction. My question is it possible that as the force normal reaction increases, the friction should decrease? I go to an experiment of 2012. We have a device with which we study crystals and molecules. We call it as atomic force microscope. An experiment performed in 2012 with an atomic force microscope. So it has a very thin atomic layer thickness stylus. वो stylus जब हम atoms के ऊपर slide करते हैं, so the molecules they change attraction, because of presence of nuclei in a crystal, and we can detect, because of that force, we can detect the presence of atoms inside, what is their interatomic distance. इसमें ये देखा कि अगर हम ग्राफीन का एक शीट लें, ग्राफीन, और इस ग्राफीन शीट पर एड्सॉर्ब्ड हो ऑक्सीजन, सो देयर इज ऑक्सीजन एड्सॉर्ब्ड ऑन इट, ऑक्सीजन adsorbed on it. Adsorption, you understand, is on the surface of it we have oxygen present. We find कि जब हम एक एटॉमिक फोर्स माइक्रोस्कोप में स्टाइलस को एक ऐसी ग्राफीन शीट पर रब करते हैं या मूव करते हैं, there is a friction between the two, and in that case, as we go on increasing the normal reaction, there is no increase in the force of friction, but there is a decrease in the force of friction. We call it as a negative coefficient of friction. Earlier we said that is it possible for coefficient of friction to be greater than 1? Answer is yes. Is it possible for the coefficient of friction to be negative rather than positive? The answer is yes. And to end this topic, we have the idea that what is actual nature of friction? Is friction always an evil? Evil means that we often talk about friction as a force which tends to destroy the relative motion, cause wear and tear of various machine parts, cause wear and tear of tires, sole of shoes, machine parts which rub together, and so on. That way, we treat it as a force which is notorious. Lekin, you will soon see that as we go into various dynamics, one such dynamics is the dynamics of rotational motion. जैसे ये मेरे पास एक surface है और ये मेरे पास एक roller है. If I put this roller on the surface and I have to cause the rolling motion, it becomes compulsory for us that there must be a force of friction present between the two that will provide the necessary torque. तो ये हम कह सकते हैं कि it is not always that friction destroys the motion, it sometimes enhances the motion also. So इस rolling motion के लिए जब आप rotational dynamics में देखोगे, there's necessarily a requirement of mu, coefficient of friction, so that a normal force acts जो इसमें torque provide करे. It's again seen that when we think about the utilities of friction, this world would not have looked as it is if there was no friction. You have the building structures, you put nails in the furniture, you put nails in the doors, you put kind of adhesive forces between various machine parts, or sometimes various instruments, they are held together because of friction. तो ये कह सकते हैं हम कि friction is as evil as it is necessary. So friction is a necessary evil. You can elaborate it on your own by giving more examples. The idea is there, as I said, कि ये बहुत ज़रूरी भी है. हाँ, कहीं कहीं ये हमारा जो है नुकसान भी बहुत करता है. So we should not always treat it as an evil. Its existence is as important also. We can also think of now how to increase or decrease the friction. तो आप उन फैक्टर्स पर कंसंट्रेट करें जो फैक्टर्स कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन दो सरफेसेस के बीच में बदल सकते हैं. इफ यू इंक्रीज दोज फैक्टर्स, यू इंक्रीज द फ्रिक्शन. अगर हम उन फैक्टर्स की बात करें जो कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन को डिक्रीज करते हैं, दोज आर द फैक्टर्स व्हिच वुड डिक्रीज द फ्रिक्शन. For example, if we put various materials in contact and we find that there is more adhesion between two materials, friction will be high. अगर हम एक lubricant को यूज करें, ग्रीस को यूज करें, पॉलिशिंग को यूज करें, पेंट को यूज करें, so that वो adhesion जो उनमें है, जो उनमें जो interlocking है, वो interlocking कम हो जाती है, those would be the factors which would decrease the friction. So you'll find at the end of this lecture a slide which will give the descriptive note on those factors which can increase the friction and those factors which can decrease the friction. And that is, before we end this lecture, we make a summary. So in this lecture, we found that how an inclined surface, which is frictionless or frictional, can manipulate the acceleration of a body put on it. Then we saw that how the friction plays a role, that if we are making a body to fall down the incline or rise up the incline, how do we make various equations, and we have yet to solve problems on those equations that will help you to understand number of phenomena which you see in your day-to-day life. We also found that it is sometimes easier to pull a body on a frictional surface than to push it. That is the dynamics at work when we move a cart or a lawn mower, etc. on the surface. Then we found that it is possible to have a negative coefficient of friction in a certain situation. I told about the atomic force microscope. Thank you.